Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video and happy 2024, happy new year, Merry Christmas if you celebrate. We're back now in the city in Manila, so the content is going to be ramping up again. And yeah, I'm going to start it off with a bang. I'm going to start it off by showing you guys, and this has been requested for quite a while now, best way to cold outreach in 2024 onwards, right? Because at the end of this video, you're gonna learn how I cold outreach, how most people do cold outreach, as you can see here, and why that pretty much doesn't work anymore. And then I'm gonna show you the exact way that I've used to do cold outreach before. And when it comes to cold outreach, obviously not many of us are a fan of doing it, but it's just something that as a setter, as whether you're running a business or you're just a setter, you just have to do. But most people do it wrong. So by the end of this video, I'll show you exactly how to do it. And this is going to be the best way, and from what I've seen is the best way to get responses back as cold as a lead can be. Let's get into this. First of all, how 99% of people do cold outreach. You probably go on a cold outreach DM yourself, or you tried to do cold outreach yourself, and you probably hated it both ways, right? Most of it is generic, not personalized, doesn't grab attention, taking instead of giving value off the bat, and no follow-up. All right, so generic, as you know, people just like to resort to a copy paste script. Same with not personalized. They don't personalize it to the person that they're sending it to, and it just comes across as very generic. It doesn't grab attention. If you're going to be reaching out to business owners, if you're going to be reaching out to people, they're going to they get tons of DMs per day, hundreds, thousands, depends who you're speaking to. So you need to find a way to grab attention, actually get them to stop and look for a second and actually consider what you have to say, all right? And most people screw that up. And that's like one of the most important steps, because if you don't get their attention, how are you gonna like read the rest of the message, all right? And taking instead of giving value off the bat. This is very overlooked. Most people just come to take, they want your money off the bat without providing any value. They just want to book you in for a call. They just want to try to sell you something. There's nothing wrong with selling, but if you want to win in 2024 in this business game and in setting onwards, you have to give value, give more value than everyone else, than your competition, all right? And then the last thing is no follow-up. Again, it's pretty overlooked. Follow-up is super, super important. I think there was a statistic somewhere, I can't remember the exact number, but there's a statistic that showed that most deals were closed. I think Alex Ramosi said it. Most deals were closed after like the 5th or 6th follow-up or 12th. I can't remember the number, but it just goes to show that most people aren't gonna be sold on the initial message, right? So what you need to do is you need to follow up and make sure, because either way, you're only gonna get a yes, a no, but we don't want a maybe. You either just want a yes or a no, all right? But a maybe or something ambiguous is a waste of both of our time. So that's what follow-ups are for. So now the part of the video that you guys have been waiting for. This is how we do cold outreach, and this is how we're going to be doing it. You guys should implement it, or have to, because it's not going to work if you don't, and you have to come up with your own. So your homework, this is my homework for you, is you come up with your own way of doing this. Personalize it for your business, for your niche, for your style, and this is how we do it, guys. Cold outreach shows value-led outbound. So what that basically looks like is essentially you're gonna lead with value. You're gonna cold DM someone as you normally would, but you're gonna lead with value first, and that's gonna be mainly through providing a valuable resource. And how do you know if it's gonna be a valuable resource? Well, things like a free training, things like a video, like a free video. Things like mostly free trainings or books are the free trainings or courses or anything free like that. In that nature is gonna hit the best. Free documents, all that good stuff, right? And it's gonna depend for your niche. So a bit of market research is gonna come in handy, and what you've seen to work in the past, like even the free lead magnets that you've given in the past, if you've run those in the past, right? Use that as for your cold outreach source. So if you're a setter watching this, discuss this, share this video with the business owner that you're working with. Depends on how close you are, and depending on how it goes, they should be pretty open to trying this method out, as opposed to just like generic cold outreach spam. So, and if you're a business owner watching this, I highly suggest, if you haven't already, make some sort of valuable resource for your niche that you can send over for free, and make sure you over deliver the value. So this should be something that you put you could put your time and effort into it, but it just has to be something that people wonder why you're giving it for free. It has to be so valuable. It has to be 10 times the value of what you're giving it for. All right. It should be paid. It should be worthy of being a paid doc, but you're giving it away for free. All right. So this is the message, and I'm going to show you an example. So the first thing, personalize it. What's up? Username, or use their name, not username. What's up name? Made this valuable resource for your niche. Just wanted to reach out and get feedback on it because I'll be making another version pretty soon. So the reason why I say this, and you can twist this to your own, that's the beauty about this is just a template, twist it to your own. You can copy it word for word, but if you have a different verbiage, different personality, do that as well, right? But it's just about the principles, the framework, okay? Just say why you're reaching out. Like you can say, just wanted to reach out to get feedback on it because I'll be making another version pretty soon. You don't have to make another version, but, or you can just say, just wanted to reach out, thought it would be helpful to you, so I wanted to give it away for free. Or you could say something like, just wanted to, felt pretty charitable. Or you could use, felt pretty charitable. It's just been the holidays, so I want to gift you something. Gift, like whether it's a follower, I want to give my followers something, my audience, my engagers. You can also say like, we just say just any sort of excuse or reason why you're reaching out. Okay, so that's what you're gonna put here. If you want to use it, then that'd also be amazing. Pretty much it fixes / helps with these 3 things. So you want to give, let me change that. Give 3 pain points that it fixes, or 3 desires that it helps them get, or you can do a mix of both. And the reason why you want to do this is, as you know, in sales, most people, the only reason why people buy is because they want to run away from pain, or they want to get closer to pleasure, or both. All right. So it's classic sales. It's human psychology. This is what's going to get people to take action, and it also shows that you know your niche like the back of your hand. Because if you can name 3 pain points that really hurt, or 3 desires that people really want in your niche, then it's only going to help them actually want to respond back to you and read the document and take action, or whatever you send them. All right, so just list like 3 pain points or 3 desires, or both, just here, just so like you understand what they're going through and you're listening and you're an expert in your niche. And then this is optional, but I highly recommend you do this. Add some social proof. So if you've given it to people in the past who are big in the industry, or like people might actually know, then throw that in. So for example, let's say you're doing this for B2B, for real estate, for realtors, I mean. You could say, made this free document, this free training for realtors, yada, 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 fixes these three things. And then if there's like any, like if you're operating on high level, or you've given this like really famous or like top dogs in the space in real estate, you can actually name drop them, because it shows that, and I'll go into it later. I'll go into why this is so powerful later, but it shows that, you've already given it to someone and they've already found it helpful, and it boosts your status, as opposed to just another free doc that no one's gonna read and no one finds importance in. Okay, so I highly recommend you do this. It's optional, but because like if you don't have that, then don't do it. But if you have, then that's cool. The last thing you're gonna put is call to action. So I can send it over for free as well. Let me know if you want it. Just something very simple, telling them what to do. Or reply back to this, or reply back ASAP if you want this. I'm only gonna give it for a limited time. All right, if you wanna add some urgency. So the reason why this is so powerful, I've kind of went over it already. It's personalized. You're giving them something, you're giving the niche, the market, something that they actually want and find valuable. You know their pain points and desires inside out, and you're calling them out. So if they're going through that right now, which high chances they are, then they're gonna be more incentivized to read through the doc or whatever you send them. And then the social proof is what tops it all off, right? If you have social proof, if you have like given it to big dogs in the space and they know that person, it's, again, that's fuel to the fire, all right? And then the last thing is a call to action. It's just very simple. The only thing with the call to action, the only way you can screw this up is if you make it confusing as to what you want them to do. So just make it very easy. Tell them, like, reply back if you want me to send it over. Just make it very easy for them, all right? So all these tie in to make one heck of a outbound message, a cold outbound message. And then if they don't reply back, which is gonna happen, right, if you're not interested, always follow up. I have a ton of videos on my YouTube channel about follow up, so you can go use that as well. And then yeah, just make sure you remember to follow up, because most people don't follow up, and that's bad. So now I'm going to give an example of what I used. I was going to put like response, because this has gotten like good responses, and it's from like big dogs too in Twitter. I was doing it for Twitter for briefly. I was doing cold outbound through Twitter briefly, and I tried this and it worked pretty well. And especially coming from the fact that I'm not, I'm going to come clean. Like, I don't really do cold outreach. I haven't done cold outreach in a while. So going into it, I was a bit nervous, or like I wasn't sure if this is going to work, but this is the best way to do cold outreach, because I've gotten good responses. And I could do a separate video showing like breaking this down more and showing different results, but I don't have time. So example, it's the same thing. So what's a good name? Got this framework for offer owners with setting teams. So, business owners who have setters, or like this is also going to be for appointment setters. If you haven't gone through it already, it's my appointment setting manifesto, which is completely free. I'll link it in the description if you want to read it. So especially useful if, and then I named 3 pain points: not booking enough qualified calls, sapped of your time/energy having to micromanage your setters. That's for the business owners. And 3, in need of a tried and tested framework, over 500K worth of deal sets. So I kind of threw in some social proof there as well. And it kind of, targets like 3 pain points. Also giving it to guys like these guys, and I put them because if you're on Twitter, you probably know who they are, like in the money Twitter space. And they're like good friends too. I've given it to them, they loved it. So that's some social proof. So if they know them, then that also helps. And then the last thing is just a call to action. I can send it for free as well. Let me know if you want it. So it's pretty simple. That's my version. Feel free to make your own version. And I hope you find this valuable, because this is gonna help you stand out from the crowd. Everyone is sending these generic ass cold outreach messages that never get read again. You get left in the message requests. They're not personalized. It doesn't grab attention. Taking instead of giving value off the bat, and no follow-up. And then if they reply back, it's common sense. Like if they reply back positively, just give them the resource. And then you can kick off the conversation there. Go through my framework. I've also got a video like that on my channel breaking down my 2024 framework, and just go through that, because this ties into it too, even if it's cold outreach. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Use it, implement it, and do it now, because if this video blows up, then a lot of other people are going to be doing the same tactic, okay? And it's going to make it harder for you. So you're going to be doing yourself a favor by implementing this now, whether you're a business owner, whether you're a setter. Get that free resource prepared, and then start sending it out like hotcakes, all right? So if you guys found this valuable, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Implement this stuff before this video blows up. And again, one-on-one mentorship spots are now open, so link in the description if you want to apply, all right? So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.